Yo, this big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Yeah, okay. The best thing for y'all to realize, I want the Nets fans to realize that it's more than it's. What I want y'all to realize as Nets fans is more than one way. It's more than one way to get a 3-pointer. And I don't want the Nets organization, the franchise before the team got here to forget how the Brooklyn played basketball before we even got the team. Excuse me. Let me take a little trip. Let's take a little trip. Take a little trip. I want y'all to see something, man. I want y'all to see something. I want y'all to see something. Because, as things change, that don't mean it's always for the better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things change and it's not for the better. But things will eventually change, you know? And at the end of the day, we used to get to the hoop. We used to get to the rack to get 3-pointers, man. Everything wasn't a 3-point shot. If you had a 3-point shot, you was nice. If you had one, you was nice. But everything wasn't a 3-point shot, man. Everything wasn't a 3-point shot. I just want to show y'all this, man. This is Brooklyn basketball right here. You see that? You see this dude? I don't know this dude. He in Brooklyn though. Let me make sure y'all seeing this. Let me make sure y'all seeing this. You see that? Him going to the rack. Going to the rack. That's what it's about, man. That's what this stream is about, man. And I want y'all to know that, man. This is ridiculous. Everything supposed to be a playmaking, driving kick, playmaking. No, you take it to the rack. You get that close to the basket. You take it to the rack. His hand is up, not because he's trying to block a pass. His hand is up because he's trying to block the layup. Oh, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. You see what I'm saying? This is Brooklyn basketball. This is how you win games, not winning and losing and living and dying by the 3-point line. This is where you win the game. I'm tired of this drive and kick offense like it's supposed to work for everybody. It's not a copy and paste league. Just because it worked for one team doesn't mean it's going to work for the other team. I'm tired of this, man. The shenanigans must end. It has to stop. When will it stop? Who will say something? I got to say something. Everything ain't no 3-pointer. Drive and kick for the 3-pointer. That's what y'all want to hear. Nolan for 3. Jaeger for 3. Wolf for 3. Powell for 3. Everybody just shooting threes, huh? Nobody going to the paint. That's not what we doing, Brooklyn. Let me make it bigger for y'all. You see where they at? You see where they at? They in the paint. You see the dude over here with no shirt on? Calling for the ball. He might be from Queens, but he ready for the ball. But in Brooklyn, we go straight to the Baja. You see where the ball at? If any of these rookies come in the league and get this close to the basket and pass it for a 3-point shot, trade them. If any of these rookies come to this team, get this close to the basket and pass it for a 3-point play, trade that, man. I made my point in less than 5 minutes. This is what Brooklyn basketball is about. Brooklyn style basketball. Everybody talk about Euro League basketball, Euro style of play. Nah. Brooklyn style. This is how we need to play. Y'all want to play around and shoot threes. It's a low percentage shot. This is a high percentage shot. You know, Claude Smith said back in the day, I love seeing how Spencer Dinwiddie took defenders off the dribble. It was a work of art. That's a fact. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what need to happen. That's what we need shot creators to do, to get in the paint. Look how many defenders is around him. Look how many. Look, he just looking. They just looking. There's one defender there that's going up. That's the highest percentage shots. Even though he's open in the corner, this is the highest percentage shots. Him right here in the paint. He's supposed to be the one, you know what I'm saying, going up to score. That's what I'll be trying to say, man. This is the way you supposed to play the game. This is how we supposed to represent the Brooklyn Nets. Not taking more 3-pointers and 2-pointers. How are we supposed to build a championship roster taking more 3-pointers and 2-pointers? I'm not happy with the 2-pointer, 3-pointer percentage. You know. Let's look at it. You know, matter of fact, let's go to the playbook. And we're gonna look at different offenses and see, you know what I'm saying? And see what we can do. We're gonna see what we can do. Booyaka. Did I just find it? Hold on. There you go. Yeah, let me see that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, let's talk some basketball. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Horns matchup drill. Where it go? Oh my gosh. There you go. Hold on. Are they really? They not letting me get it? Where you go? I'm trying to look at this. They making me sign up. Oh, they not giving me that content. I gotta try to get it again. Cause I want to talk basketball with y'all, man. I want to talk. They showing how I could draw a play too. I ain't ready to get none of that. Oh. Yeah. Oh. No, pardon. Hold on. I'm trying to get this playbook for y'all, y'all. This playbook was fire. All right. Maybe let me get this one right here. Set motion. Okay.
Daddy, I remember Daddy. Can this one something, Daddy?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for you right now. Hold on. I got you. I got that duty real quick. I'll be right back. But I ain't gonna leave y'all like that. I'll at least leave y'all some elevator music, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, pardon. Man, shout to Claude, man. Shout to Ice. Claude Smith said the Nets now have an international style owner, GM, head coach, and an increasing amount of international players. This seems to be the direction. But is it the right direction? That's my point. Like they just come here and act like this is winning basketball. Prove it. Prove it. You know what I mean? I go against the grain for the love of my team, man. Prove it. Jody Fernandez, I think he a good coach. I'm not gonna lie to you. But at the end of the day, for us to ignore what was happening here, bro, the guard gets inside of the 3-point line and knows how to create and knows how to score and facilitate. That's what we looking to do. But the guard gotta be aggressive. He can't be just a pass first guard. You 6'6". You 6'5", 6'6", and you're a pass first guard. That means you're not taking advantage of your height. Yeah, you can have skill and talent, but common sense shows that you're supposed to use mismatches. If you physically stronger, you know what I'm saying? Claude Smith said, I think it's the wrong direction. Me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's all of the hype about this international play? What's all of what has Sean Marks done with international players? You know what I'm saying? I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. And at the end of the day, even the whole thing, even the whole thing with oh man, yo, somebody new trying to come in and chat, man. Y'all gotta tell me y'all good, bro. Yeah, I don't mind y'all jumping on the panel, but y'all gotta show me y'all good on camera, man. Y'all be trying to violate. Yeah, exactly. Get your ass up out of here. So yeah, basically, I feel like at the end of the day, Claude, maybe they going in the international route, but that doesn't spell success. You know, I don't know if they got the best talent in this draft by getting international players over national players. You know, I'm not. Show me. I'm from a show me state, man. I heard Ben Surratt got a spin move. I heard this and that about Danny Wolf, but nah, just the way they going about it too. None of these players is better than Cam Thomas at scoring the ball, and they trying to act like Cam Thomas on the team is so difficult for them to, you know what I'm saying, to be cool with that. Now, basically, I want to see based off of plays that we could possibly run, you know, with the personnel we got. Can the Brooklyn Nets actually utilize some of these plays? Now, this is the strategy. The motion set is designed to engage the defense and create an opportunity for player 2 to shoot a 3-pointer off stagger screens. Setup. Arrange players with player 3, the small forward, ready to receive a pass from the point guard. Point guard and the 2 are positioned to cut through the paint while player 5 is set to shift to the wing. Now, okay. Now, player 2, see, look, diagram 1, you see it, right? The center set the screen for 2, and he's then the 2 guard. Then he zigzag to the corner. He crossed the paint, the zigzag to the corner to look for the 3 there. You know what I'm saying? That's one play. Yeah, I can see us doing that. Cam Thomas can knock that shot down. He looked like he the number 1 option on that play. But then on this play, not necessarily. It looked like the ball is at the top with the small forward. That could be Yegor, hypothetically, and he could come down, you know, look like a DHO and give it to the 4. The 4 give it to the 5, and the 1 is all the way at the elbow. I don't see what they're doing with this play, to keep it real with you. Somebody please explain this to me, because I don't know what's going on with this one. But hold on, let's keep it going. Uh, this one, we got the one all the way in the elbow. The two, he set the screen, I guess, for the three to cut to the midi, and the five is setting the pick for the four to go to the elbow. Okay, I mean, I guess we can make that work with Danny Wolf. Like the motion plays, it look like I can see the Brooklyn Nets doing this. And in the last diagram, they got the one going to the paint. The one and the four look like they running the action over there on the left side, elbow corner of the court, and they got the three going around two screens to get to the top of the key for him to maybe get the ball from the three. So the four is looking for the one and the three in this play. That would be Danny Wolf looking for Jaeger or Drake Powell, I'll say, or Zaire. Yeah, yeah, it could work, or MPJ even. Yeah, it could work. You know what I'm saying? I think they could run that offense. I think they could run that offense. Um, you know, the Brooklyn Nets, they could run the motion offense. That's basically what I'm saying with this. Let me see. Let's see. What else we got? So that's the motion offense. Um, and then this is just okay. Let me read the execution. Oh, hold on. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, I'm on dad duty. Uh, we gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. Um, yeah. So basically, um, I'm not gonna read through all of this, but I'm just paraphrasing. But I do think the motion office could be good for the Brooklyn Nets. This is only one set though. You know what I'm saying? We could look at other ones too. So okay. Shell back screens. Shell back screens drill focus on essential skills like communication, footwork, and play reading for both young and seasoned players. So shell back screens seem like it's very important. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at that. Let's look at shell back screens. Let me make sure y'all still with me. Yeah, you're still with me. You're still with me. Let me see. Shell back screens. Purpose to teach players how to correctly deal with back screens as a team defense. Yes, this is what the Brooklyn Nets are going to be doing, right? Setup. Four players start on offense with another four spread out on the baseline, and the last four waiting their turn in line. One coach will start under the hoop with a ball, and one will be at the top of the arc. All right, so I don't necessarily know what I'm looking at or how to explain this, but it's good for the Brooklyn Nets to do this. I'll just read it again and say what it said. To teach players how to correctly deal with back screens as a team defense. So let's try to figure this out. So as a team defense, the three look like it goes under to me at the top of the key or about to the little right of the elbow. The two look like it goes. The two follow it goes over the screen. Like if the small forward set the screen on the two guard on defense, we talking about from the defense perspective. The two guard goes around the screen. It follows the opponent. It don't go under. It doesn't go under to give the 3-pointer to the two guard. It goes over the screen, not under. So the three goes under, the two goes over. The one they just got him stationary, and the four is taking away the middle of the basketball court, and if anything, giving the at an angle to only give the four the baseline, right? So I get this, I get this. Joey BK, what up? What up? Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yo, I'm here. What's good, man?
Okay. Just make you can hear me. That's all. Uh, Joey.
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. I just stepped away for a minute, but I hear you, bro, loud and clear.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was just talking some basketball drills and this and that, but I kind of wanted to pick up with where we left off last night. What was you saying that you wanted to finish debate? And I gotta let you know, we not alone, Notorious. There's a lot of fans on different Brooklyn Nets pages that's defending Cam Thomas, debunking all the lies. Like you said, they debunking a lot of the fake narratives. And I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue from there. What was you saying last night? And we'll get back to these drills and all of that.
So, I like to grok a lot of stuff because I like grok. Me personally, I think it's a good tool when you want to deep dive and try to find the facts about something. And me, you, and Easy was kind of like, we're not debating, but we had differences opinions on the Eastern Conference League being more physical and the Western Conference, conference being more, fast tempo, high scoring. They play less
True.
defense. So I
Right.
grokked it, and I wanted to read it. What Grok said.
Yeah. I
Um,
want. That's it.
okay. Shoot, it took it away. Is the Eastern Conference? Hold on, damn it blanked out on me. Hold on, I gotta pull it up again. Eastern.
All right. To add to that though, my thing is, I feel like. Hold on one second. Hold on. Yeah. So yeah, basically, Claude Smith says speed and athleticism are the things that Black Americans brought to the professional sports that wasn't there when they were predominantly white. Black Americans brought excitement. Okay. It's validity to what you said, Claude. But we was talking about how the pace of the game, you know what I'm saying, was pretty much a running gun style of basketball or a faster pace was the Western Conference. I ain't see why he was debating me on that in the first place. I thought it was common knowledge. You know, but no, it's not. I guess. But I said that to say certain players thrive in certain styles of basketball. You know what I mean? You got a player who more of a physical player, he probably better in the Eastern Conference. Got a player that's probably a faster, more finesse player, he probably
Right.
better in the Western Conference.
So
You know
so
what I'm
um
saying?
to bring up, I don't want to read the whole thing, but it says that Grok, it said that in the Eastern Conference there's more less higher scoring games and there's more fouls. And throughout history, the Eastern Conference always been a more physical conference than the
Facts.
Western Conference. So like you said, I don't understand why Easy was trying to argue that. They said it's more fouls called. Teams emphasize more on rebounding and defense in the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been throughout history of the NBA. So
Facts.
this ain't something that just like, you know what I mean, just transpired. Like it's been this way for a long time. Like the West focuses more on, pace, running up and down the score, running the scoreboard up. The East focuses more on defense and rebounding. More low
Yeah.
scoring games, slowing the game down. So
Right. And
yeah,
that's my whole point of having that soliloquy is to say that we shouldn't copy and paste what a team that won it in the Western Conference did. Like we're not even copying and pasting the Eastern Conference team. We trying to copy and paste something that we don't do it. Even with all of this international presence on this team, going away from the core, what the style is, and just trying to completely change it, I think they're wrong for that. Like you're still gonna get your coins, you're still gonna kiss your family goodnight, you're still gonna, you know what I mean, enjoy life to the fullest. But y'all making the Brooklyn Nets basketball look bad, playing soft. Taking on more 3 pointers than 2 pointers is soft. Unless y'all really like that. Y'all really like that where y'all can take more 3-pointers than 2-pointers? I don't think so.
But let's keep it a buck though, Breezy. Like to keep it a the Nets. Oh, since I've been watching the Brooklyn Nets, that's how they've been trying to play. Since Kenny was here, they've been more of a smaller team, more of a let's jack up a bunch of threes, let's play with pace, and that. They've never been a physical, gritty team since they've been in Brooklyn. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean? So even though I said in the Eastern Conference teams are more physical and they focus more on defense and being their identity, there are some that's the general consensus. You know what I mean? There are a few teams that, like you say, a lot like to try to mock what the franchises that have been successful do, like the Golden State Warriors. You know what I mean? And now the Indiana Pacers. It's a copycat league, as a lot of you guys would say. So even though that's the Eastern Conference identity as a whole, that has not been the identity of the Brooklyn Nets.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Be trying to establish your identity. You can do that with core players. Hold on. Yo. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You blanked out for a minute, but I got you.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, yo, basically, bro, at the end of the day, my thing is the international presence is cool to an extent. To act like these national players are not talented and everything is about finessing, it's not. Everything ain't finesse. Some things is straight power. I'm stronger than you. I got the mismatch. Give me the ball in the paint. I don't need my power forward taking more 3-pointers and 2-pointers. I like Danny Wolf, but Jordy Fernandez seen Sabonis play and he's seen Jokic play, and both of them play inside the 3-point line. You gotta utilize them inside the 3-point line. You have to. This whole international play, it don't work for Brooklyn. Y'all doing all of this to sell tickets. Y'all don't gotta do that. The excitement of basketball sells tickets. Duncan, lobs between Kidd and Vince Carter, that was selling tickets. You could get athletes attacking the rim to draw fans in more than you can a 3-point shot. That's what I'm saying. Let's just call it what it is. We athletes are just as important. Everything ain't a 3-point shot, and all plays ain't scored from X's and O's drawn by the coach. Don't try to make us this team that's soft and don't want to go to the paint, because that's not even East Coast basketball. That's my whole point. We're not even playing East Coast basketball. We're playing West Coast basketball.
Exactly, Breezy. That was my whole point. That's the point I was trying to make earlier. You know what I mean? So, like I said, even though the general consensus is that's how the Eastern Conference teams usually are, prototype-wise, the Brooklyn Nets have not kind of followed that prototype. I think, really, to me, to keep it a buck, the last time they've been that way was when Kidd was playing. You know, as far as defense,
no, that's what
gritty
I'm saying.
basketball. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but that's what I was saying. A lot of times, fans be trying to argue with me. I be trying to sound like, yo, I get this content from the history of the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? I get the content from them saying that Byron Scott ran a 10-man rotation when he had Kidd and Richard Jefferson and all of them, and they went to the finals back-to-back seasons. And the same consistency was what the coach did in the ABA championship roster with Dr. J. They ran like an 8, 9, 10-man rotation. So I get that from them. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a proven fact. A 10-man rotation is strong. Now, I will say that the Pacers, they did something like that too, and you see the impact of it. The Knicks didn't do that, and you see them lose. You feel what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is some of it is written for us to follow. We ain't got to go against the grain. We know the teams that got the most transitional points, you know what I'm saying, that pretty much capitalize off of fast breaks, pretty much be able to play good defense, play solid defense to get the rebound, but not just get the rebound and bring the ball up. You race the defense down to the other court, because part of your offense is beating them down court. If you could beat them down court, you that's a fast break point. That's 2 points, whether you drew that play up or didn't draw it up. It's a bucket. It's a basket. So I'm saying that to say that we need to keep that implemented. And Diego, Traore, that's what I expect from them. I don't expect them to be taking more 3-pointers to 2-pointers. Why would I want to see Traore be the fastest player in the league, get to the 3-point line, and then shoot? No, you're supposed to be the fastest player in the league to get past your defenders to get to the rim or cause some kind of disruption on the defense between their communications where you can find an open guy. That's all I'll be trying to say, bro. That's all I'll be trying to say.
Yeah, I
But
feel you, man.
anything, it's the off season, man. We can talk about whatever, man. Anything you guys want to talk about? The only thing the mixy thing that I wanted to talk about was Shannon Sharp, man. I want.
What did you want to what did you specifically wanted to talk about as far as the scandal he got caught up in, or the Hall of Fame thing with his brother?
What you mean? What happened with his brother? I heard bits and pieces, but what you heard? What happened?
So his brother, for y'all don't know, his out there that ain't really football
Sterling
fans.
Sharp, yeah.
Sterling Sharp is his brother, and he's the he's played football. He was a Hall of Fame wide receiver with the Green Bay Packers,
Right.
and he just got inducted to the Hall of Fame. So this is the first time in NFL history that two brothers have been inducted into the Hall of Fame, with Sterling joining Shannon, who was inducted a couple years ago.
True story. And it's wild too because Shannon is the younger brother. So, but respectfully, Shannon had the better career. It's fair to say that. But what about it though? What it was interference because of the whole thing that happened, right?
Nah, I mean Shannon just said he had his whole Shannon got on the internet, and his whole soliloquy was he was trying to apologize to his brother because he felt that the little sex scandal that he got into with the OnlyFans model is kind of overshadowing his brother's moment. So he was like, he said he kind of felt bad for that, and he kept apologizing to his brother for that. So but yeah, so that's it.
Yeah, and what's good? Shannon only had the better career because Sterling got hurt early in his career.
That's right. He did.
Yeah,
What
Sterling
happened
was a
exactly?
beast, man.
And yeah, no, what happened? I know it was. I think he had an 8-year career, right?
He had a neck injury, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he suffered like a neck injury. I think he broke his neck or something, like some wild shit like that, and he couldn't play anymore.
Some bone in his neck or something.
Yeah, it was freak accident in his neck, and that ended his career. But he was like that. You talk about catching passes from Brett Favre, you know what I'm saying? Looking like Randy Moss type receiver, just running deep every time. And you know what I'm saying? You scoring touchdowns no matter what. His brother was nice.
Yeah, his brother
Sterling was like that.
Really, really better than his younger brother. Yeah.
So what did you specifically wanted to talk about as far as how he got as far as Shorty coming up and finessing him out of millions of dollars?
Yeah, it seemed like a finesse, but what I will say is in this new day and age, there's no medium where there's a gap between who's considered a quote-unquote celebrity and celebrity. Like back in the day before social media, you was on TV, you was a celebrity. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Now everybody's kind of like empowered as far as attention is concerned because of social media. Now you know what I mean? This is why you see ESPN, they lose guys, and you know what I'm saying, and they still can suffice because they get their own podcast and generate their own audience. They got their own demographic that they could tap into. I'm saying that to say, as sports media has to have a little more professionalism, a little more, you know what I mean, awareness that people are out there. Even with what she's asking for is ridiculous. Even if it affected her business, they ain't gonna be 20 million. It'd probably been like 20,000. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so case in point is these big media heads, they targets and they have to, you know what I mean, as a media personality, be aware and conscious of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So can I interject on this real quick? Let's keep it a buck, bro. This shit personally pissed me off. I mean, a blind man could see that he was set up. It was all finesse, right? Granted, everybody want to try to shit on Shannon for being freaky. Hey, you know what? That's saying even even a lot of the women, older women. That's what he get. He for messing with that young girl and this, that, and the third. Yeah, it may not have looked right. He's an older man, right? She's younger, but at the end of the day, they both of age. So if you don't like it or not, it is what it is. Like he didn't break no law. My
No,
thing is,
ain't.
he was freaky. He was into the whole talk to you crazy and all of that shit. You know how some people get off on
Yeah.
that and the
No, no,
whole.
no. I wasn't talking about her. I was talking about the one that said that he said, oh, she had a husband and there was something about a divorce because Usher was in her face, breathing, probably making her eat cherries and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh no,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but this ties into this. These people be out here trying to finesse, bro. And listen, this is America. This is the only place where you could sue somebody for anything and come up off a bag. It is what
Yeah.
it is. And to get back to the Shannon thing, Shannon was a freaky ass dude. Let's keep it abrupt. But at the end of the day, you can't lock somebody up for being freaky. He got with a little young OnlyFans model. They was having sex. They was talking to each other crazy on text messages and all of that. And she flipped it to try to make it look like he was trying to harm her. And
Right.
she
Right.
finessed the bag out of it. Let's keep it a buck. That's what it all boils down to. Shorty was cosplaying with Shannon. And when
Yeah.
he said, I want to choke the shit out of you, da 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 da, this, that, and the third, it wasn't on no abuse type shit where he was abusing her. No,
Nah.
he usually chokes the shit off the bitch when he's fucking her, and she knows that. And that's how they talk to each other.
That's how she been wanting it.
Yeah. So she used it. She used it and flipped the
Scott, wow.
narrative and finessed the bag.
Yo, that shit is
Hold on,
crazy.
Scott. What you got on this, Scott? What happened in that
Yo,
situation?
listen, that thing, man. I could, some people say you can't believe it, but I understand. Shannon is a man. He do his own thing. As long as he ain't hurting nobody. He wasn't hurting that girl, but she used him. That's all to it. She used
It's all
them to
about
get that
perception.
bag, and she got it. She got that bag. That's how it is. When you a celebrity, like you said, social media, you getting the attention, you in front of the camera all the time. People see your face.
Right.
You can't deal with everybody. You can't
Exactly.
do it. You just
Nah,
can't.
that's his fault for that because he wasn't careful. He was out here. He was loose with it.
Yeah, but you
Granted,
know
he was
what? She played it for years because he
yeah
was dating her for a minute. So she
yeah
played him for a while. She made
yeah.
that
They
stick.
said he met her at a gym. He met her at a gym. They used to go to the
Right,
same gym.
right. She knew what she
But
was doing.
yep, my thing is, even though it looks morally wrong, we can't sit in here and beat up on this man like he did something wrong. There's a lot of women out there salty. That's what he get. He should have been with a black woman, or he should have been with an older woman. Yeah, and then you want to, try to say that's what he get. But at the end of the day, nobody deserves to be taken advantage of and get their money taken just because they dating a young white woman, bro. And you don't like that. You know what I mean? That's just my
Yeah,
opinion on it.
that's
Now,
true.
granted, he
I
wasn't
agree.
moving. He wasn't moving smart. We get
No,
it. He wasn't moving smart, but that don't make it right. That's
yeah,
like
that's
saying,
true.
yo, I left my door open and I forgot to lock my corridor and somebody stole my wallet. Dude,
But they
and you
went
what you
in
gonna
your
say? That's
car
what
to
you get.
steal your
You
wallet.
shouldn't have locked your door. It don't make it right. That motherfucker stole my wallet, even though I forgot to lock my car door.
Right. He shouldn't be in your car. Right. Exactly. Yo,
Oh shit.
listen, we know shit don't be right. Shit just don't be right. That's all.
Yeah, I
That,
just don't like that the community is trying to shit on him for it. And I think a lot of people is doing that because the girl, one, she's white, and because two, she's young. And I think a lot of people in our community are trying to shit on him. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If this happened with an older black woman, he wouldn't be getting drilled as hard, pause, as he is in the media. Let's keep it a
oh, of
buck.
course. Of course. Of course. You know why.
Ice, Ice. What you got on this, Ice?
I kind of agree with Joey. I'm with Joey. It's all finesse. Somebody just got finesse that not to change the subject, but the dude that was playing with on the team with Dion's son, and he's a cornerback and a wide receiver. He just got finessed by his wife. He got
What you
married. And I
mean? What
think
happened?
They just got married, celebrated, and then she filed for it had to be like a month later she filed for divorce, and he just got to the
No,
NFL.
you talking about
Yeah,
Travis Henry?
Yeah.
Travis Hunter.
He
Is it
filed for
Hunter?
Travis
divorce.
Hunter.
Yeah,
Travis Hunter.
yeah. I think she
He
filed
filed
for
for
divorce
divorce.
already. I think she filed for divorce already.
Nah, I gotta
Yeah,
see this.
man. Like Joey saying, it ain't about color. Color ain't the thing. Finesse is finesse. If you know what I'm saying. If you good at finessing, you good at finessing, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. You could be careful. You could be in love. You could do whatever, man. Somebody out to get you. They just out to get you. You know what I'm saying?
And she was on TV with him.
Yeah. I think they filed for divorce, Breeze, with Travis Hunter. I think she did. But
Wow.
yeah, finesse is finesse. If you're gonna get got, you're gonna get. You could stay. You could try your hardest to stay on your toes. You know what I mean? Pause. But you know what I mean. Sometimes it just happened, and they say a lot of age. And I'm coming to find out now that a lot of older men date a lot of younger chicks, a lot of older women date a lot of younger guys. So it's not. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that age is just thrown out there just to be thrown out there. You know what I mean?
Right. It seemed like to
Um,
me, like if you get into that position where like Shannon Sharp, it's best to deal with people that you knew before you had that bag.
I mean, but let's keep it a buck.
At
This is
least
how
you know where
this,
they're
this is
coming
how it
from.
go.
At
This is
least
how
you
we
know where they're coming
this
from.
is how we go. Like Kevin Samuel said, this is society. Women get chose based off their looks. Men get
Yeah.
chose based off of their power and their bag.
Right.
That's just how it go for the most part. Not saying that is, the
Yeah.
general consensus. That's what it is. That's how it is in the world. Am I
Right.
bugging?
No, you're not bugging. It's pretty much
So,
like that.
It's
so I
fact.
mean, let's act like you don't.
Yeah.
It's uncommon to
it's
see
true.
an older man with money with a
Younger
young
girl.
female.
Yeah.
But you know what kills me? Everybody wants to get on people now, older men for dating and having sex with younger women, but they freaking loved what's the dude from Playboy? He on Playboy and Hugh Hefner. They loved
Oh
him.
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Mhm.
made money off of it. You know, dude had a whole house of heirlooms, yo.
Yeah.
He said Hurlums. I'm dying.
I'm
You think he
Yo.
was
serious.
having sex with all of them?
As much as possible, Viagra don't cost that much. I mean,
But what I'm saying, nobody
Yo.
demonized him for it. They actually looked at him as being cool for doing it.
Well,
You
Joey.
They revered him for it, right?
Yeah. The thing is, there was one thing, the difference between him and Shannon Sharp. And what you think that is?
Color.
Yeah, there you go. That's your answer. He was
yeah.
thinking colors. Go
And
figure.
Shannon ain't go, and Shannon ain't do it right. He ain't go get a house full. You know what I mean?
Right.
He had to go get a house full.
Right. He didn't flip him. He didn't pimp him. He wanted to play. You can't play and think that it's okay in this world, especially as a black man. I hate to tell you that.
I'm just saying, when you a man, period, with money, you just gotta move a certain way,
Well, right.
and you
right about
gotta
that,
you gotta
Joey.
move. You know what? I want to bring up an interesting point. You know how dudes always say, man, what? Or people always say, man, why all these dudes keep dating the same girls in the NBA or the same girls in rap or the same girls in entertainment? You
Yeah.
want to know
Yeah.
why?
Yeah,
You want
you
to know
got a
why?
good
Because
point there, Joey.
they know those specific girls know how to move,
Right. You
and they know
so
they ain't
right.
gonna say shit.
Right. Because you undid the whole league. So what you gonna tell him? Well, you ain't got nothing to
Exactly.
say.
So
What
they
you gonna
already know. They be
say?
like, okay, she dealt with him. She dealt with him. She dealt with him. Shorty know how to move because I know she know the program. She know how this shit
Right.
go.
Right.
With a girl that ain't never been around that lifestyle, you don't know what she fucking liable to do.
You met her at college just before you was broke. Just before you
But
got that bag.
and
Just
if you meet in a new joint, it's certain precautions you got to take, man. You got to have these girl. I don't want to call them hoes. You got to have these women signing NDAs. You just got to cover your six, bro, because you never know when the bullshit is gonna come out of nowhere, like how it just came out with fucking Shannon.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it
Yeah,
is
you
what it
just
is.
gotta
It's
lawyer up.
nasty out here, bro.
I'm telling you, at this point, you just have to lawyer up when you're dealing with people, especially, I mean, dealing with women from a man perspective.
But everybody was like, that's what Shannon get. He should have got married, and he should have got a black woman, and he should have got his age, and he should have got
Oh, that
married.
it wouldn't have
So
mattered.
what you saying? A black woman his age couldn't have married him and finessed him and divorced him? Like, this
They
shit
do.
knows no bounds. It knows no color.
I
It
can show
knows
you.
no age.
But nah, but it's still high risk, low risk, bro. If
Oh
you
That's
if
yeah,
you
true.
yeah.
made
I agree
listen,
with that
if
though.
Shannon Sharp,
Breezy.
I said this the other night, bro. Shannon Sharp could have met his boo at a spade game in his hometown. He like say he just
That's
do
why I
spade
said
games every summer. Like you get those grown women to come out. You understand? You
right.
57. You should, in my opinion, like everybody got opinion. So I'm just saying it's an opinion.
Okay.
More by law, yeah, you could sleep with an 18-year-old at 57. Morally, I think it's wrong. My
Okay.
opinion, a 57-year-old man, for you to, in my opinion, enjoy intercourse with a woman, she gotta be in her at 57. She gotta be in her 30s, man. Maybe in her 40s. And you go to the gym. It's not like Shannon Sharp is seeing women that's not in tip-top shape.
All right, so let me ask
You
you a quick question, Breezy. What
30s,
if
40s, man.
it's reversed? What about the Drea and Jalen Green situation where she got this nigga almost about 20 years?
I think it's nasty work too. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because you can't tell that man nothing. He in love. First and foremost, had to, you know what I mean? And my thing is, those that experience could just be misleading to the sincerity of the relationship. Like the person that's younger is genuinely falling in love. But is it sincere for the older companion? I don't know all the time, bro. I question it. You know what I'm saying? I question it. I think it goes both ways. But I'm saying that to say, that's the mixy shit, man. But I don't be caring about that shit like that. You know what I mean? I just
I
figure I'll
think it's
bring it up because I'm saying as media personalities, they gotta be more professional. Before all of this spilled out, I would have never thought Shannon Sharp would have had a little young snow bunny doing the most with her. You know what I mean?
No, but Shannon ain't the only one though. Shannon ain't the only one. He's not the only one who did something like that, bro. Ain't no way. You know what I mean? Because I hate to talk about it, but even when I was at a, at my young age, they were still older dudes hollering at the young chick that I'm hollering at. You know what I mean? Like that don't change. It's still an ongoing thing. You know what I mean? Money was the only difference with Shannon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I frown upon it. I frown upon it there too. You know what I'm saying? Not that since we just talking, just having a real conversation. Those in high school, them juniors and seniors, they was dating grown men. You know what I'm saying? Juniors and seniors in high school, they was dating grown men. You know what I mean? And it was just a taboo thing. But I felt the same way. I just felt like, yo, I could bag her if I ain't had to compete with a whole grown ass man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm riding bike and this nigga driving. Like, yo.
Yeah. I told Shorty, you know what I'm saying? Well, my mom, my mom's might, you know what I'm saying? My mom says she might be home late. So, type shit. You got your option is a whole nigga with a whole apartment. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like sending cab companies back there, they ain't have Lyft and Uber. Niggas sending cabs to your shit. Like, yeah, jump in the cab, jump in the Lincoln,
jump in the black car,
jump in the New Bell, type shit. So I'm saying that to say, it was unfair then, and it's unfair now, man. I think you should be in a certain range. You know what I mean?
Well, I can't, I do feel it's a little creepy, but from my perspective, it would be kind of, mentally, when I talk to somebody 18 to 19, 20, then I realize you mad young. You like my daughter. And that will fuck with me as far as an older man. That alone will turn me off.
I'm not gonna sit up here and say I never thought.
I look at them and go, you bad. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? That's just the man in me.
right.
But I know that you mentally can't stimulate me because I'm not going. Like I said, I used to be a welterweight and go 12 rounds. Now I'm a heavyweight and I just try to knock you the fuck out early as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
what's
agree with
possible?
that. Even though my wife is 8 years younger than me, um, I still I would never date anyone 20 years younger than me. I think, like Scott said, I think you if you yes they may look good, but once you start like having a
Talking to them.
conversation with this person or this young female, you be like, what the hell am I doing with her? Like it does,
Yeah,
you
she
know?
But you can't compare 8 years to Shannon and that girl. That's 40 years, bro. That's
40.
that's
It's
that's
over
not
20. Yo,
Man,
that's
it's
over
talking
20, bro.
like that's a big distance. You know what I'm saying? 40 years, 20 years, it's tough.
yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
tough. That's tough, man.
You're in a different era right now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. That's tough. And it ain't so much that you older and they younger. It's just the communication is not feasible. I'm not
And
getting
then you
nothing out of it.
and then if you can't be caught in public with her, that means you ashamed.
Right.
You know, you
Right.
ashamed of what you're
Right.
doing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean something
It's
don't
not like
feel
you,
like you going public.
right?
Exactly. It's like bringing them to see my daughter, and my daughter is older than you. That shit is kind of crazy.
It is, bro.
I think that's crazy. But to each his own. I mean, as long as she's legal and she know what she's getting into, but it ain't gonna. Yeah, I don't. I just don't, I can't see it. But
Yo, did y'all see that? Listen, I'm gonna get off of this after this because wasn't trying to make light of the situation, but
right, right.
these things are connected to sports. It's the off season. We're gonna talk about it, bro. It's all good. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
All right. I just don't want nobody to say nothing crazy because once I pass 1,000 subscribers, and I'm not saying this because I'm a big fan Bougie Breezy now,
right.
but there's brands that'll be looking at the page to see whether or not, you know what I'm saying, I could do business with them. You know,
Right.
ads look same thing, looking at the page, seeing if I could do business with them. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I would ask y'all to have the same content, just kind of clean it up. You know, you guys are pretty good. You know, this soliloquy is not necessarily for y'all. You know, we know who be letting it fly. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But yeah, man, that being said, shout out to everybody that helped me build 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna keep thanking you guys because this is just the beginning, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
congratulations, big fan Breezy.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
I was on
I gotta
vacation
get
when you said it. I was out of
oh,
town, so
okay.
that's why I haven't been on for a while.
Nah, it's all good. I gotta give a big shout to Ice. So everybody been helping me, but what really took this page to get faster subscribers was the shorts. And I
Yeah,
didn't know how to do the shorts until Ice explained it about StreamYard and cutting the video at 2 hours.
right.
After that, the subscribers was going up faster than it was before had the shorts. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a lot to ask fans to watch 2 hours of content. You know what I mean? Or
Yes, of
3 hours. I
course.
was going 2, 3 hours. I was going in. But yeah, before we go forward to the next topic, just everybody shout yourselves out, man. Ice, tell them who you are, where they can find you at, bro.
Yo, Iceman the Eskimo. You can follow my podcast, The Tip Off from Brooklyn. That's podcast on YouTube and on TikTok, where it's live over there. I'm just like Breezy. I'm up to 1,200 followers on TikTok right now. So you know what I mean. Try and keep it popping over there. You heard?
Yeah, Brooklyn Nets fan base is growing. Um, Scott, let them know where they can find you at, Scott.
Yeah. You can get me at YouTube, Apartment Gamer and More, and also on X, Apartment Gamer One.
All right, appreciate you, Joey. Let them know where they can find you on X. I'm a fan of Joey on X and on Facebook too.
Joey might have
Notorious.
stepped. Joey might have stepped away.
Yeah, it's all good though.
Yeah.
Shout out to big homie Claude Smith, player one, Cottage 81. All at JDJ. Um, yeah, JDJ said, let's get back to Cam. Yo, okay. Yo, fans is not playing, man. They know he should be part of the championship roster. Let me see. Uh, I had changed the title to this, but I was going to the part of the show I wanted it to be, it didn't fit though, was how do you build a championship team based on roles? You got 3-and-D players, you got a big man, you got weak side help, you got a point guard. All of this positional basketball, miss me with that. Miss me with, oh, we can play. No, miss me with that. I need specific roles. I need 2 point guards, one on a floor general and somebody that could come off the bench. We got that with Nate, Yago on Nolan. Trey or Nolan could come off the bench. Yago the starting point. Got a shot creator in Cam Thomas. Everybody's saying that MPJ is a shot creator. Okay, let's see. 2 shot creators. Got 2 shot creators. You got Wolf. He a 3rd shot creator. He can play sometimes inside of the paint. As far as I heard, he can stretch the floor as a big. That's part of what you need to build a championship roster. I don't want to ramble on. These are some of the things that I think that we need to build a championship roster. But please feel free to chime in. What y'all think I'm missing something? What else we need to build a championship roster?
A bench. you need at least
Okay.
8 players. You need 8 players. You need 8 players that you can rotate. 2. I think you need 2 mixed players that can play 2 positions or at least minimum on your bench. You need another
Okay, you talking
scorer.
about a tweener, like a 3 and a 4?
Yeah, like a 3 and a 4.
Okay, Marlene Sutherland says you need defense. Okay.
Yeah, that's for sure too.
Yeah, we gotta figure this out together, man. Let's figure out. Let's not put names to the personnel. Let's just figure out what a championship looks like based on what we need the personnel to do. What? Go ahead. Ice, what you said?
You need above average players and above average IQ for your team. They gotta have high IQ, and they gotta be above average defenders, above average offense, above. They gotta be above average at something. You know what I'm saying? Their best attribute gotta be above average.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this though, Ice. Of course, we're not looking to win a championship this season, but what's your expectations for the for Brooklyn Nets next season?
Expectations for them to do better than what everybody thinks they are. That's my expectation. For Jordy to show people once again, no matter what players you give me, I'm going to win in the way that I can, no matter what. Once I figure it out how to operate my team with what I got, I'm gonna win games. If y'all think I'm gonna win 18, if y'all think I'm gonna win 21, I'm gonna show you again. I'm gonna go over that number. So my expectation is just for them to win more games than people think, and for the young dudes to get adjusted to the league. You know what I mean? That's all I think.
Okay. Joey, you want to chime in on this? How important is defense? Marlene Sutherland said you need defense. How important is defense to win a championship for the Brooklyn Nets? Do it look like we got defensive personnel? Like these, do they look like defenders? How we gonna come back to Joey? Listen, I think Drake. I think. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Scott. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah. Basketball is kind of weird when you think about it. They're in basketball compared to maybe say, for instance, football. You have people who are specialists and play a position. Well, you got a larger team, but like you got players that play offense and players that play defense. Where in basketball, it's about cohesion between 5 players. So some players play a little bit of defense better than others. But it's the key is for the coach to put them in positions where they cover each other. That's what makes a team. But some people have a tendency of thinking that one player plays more defense but it's about positioning on the court. And if you can just stay in your positions and cover each other, defense is kind of weird in basketball because it's a team thing. If you break down a team, if you break down one player, you cause like this chain reaction. It's hard for your team to play defense. So,
Okay.
that's
So with the personnel that we got, you think we got a defensive team, Scott?
yeah, I think so. Well, you need length and you need people who can play multiple positions. If they can play, say, a 2 or 3 or a 3 and a 4, that it's not so much that they in a slot, but they covering for that other person in front of them or behind them because they can play 2 positions. That makes your team defense tough.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, let's keep it a buck. We talk about defense. I love defense too. I'm not going to beat a guy up because he can't play defense, but I am going to beat a guy up if he doesn't try. If you
Right.
at least try and get some effort on defense, I'm cool with it. If you bring other things to the table, because look at Steph Curry. Steph Curry can't play. He's not that good on defense, but look at
tries.
Jokic. He's not that good on defense, but at the end of the day, they're so talented and they do other things so good that they put other players around them to mask it. They do strategies and to mask their weaknesses on team defense. So
Right.
again, we got to understand there's a difference between individual defense, which I think that's just the will of the player and him wanting to get stops and have heart. And then there's team defense. And that's something that has to be ingrained by the head coach.
I think Ice hit it on a nail when he said high IQ. And that IQ is in that whole philosophy of playing offense and defense in that same
Right.
breath.
Because let's keep it a buck. Some guys are who they are. Like what the fuck? You want Joker to be to win DPOY? The dude is slow-footed. He's a slow-footed, methodical,
he's heavy.
Euro big. He's not going to get any faster than what he is.
Right.
But he's a talented motherfucker, so you want to keep him on the floor. So therefore, you work up different strategies and put certain players around him to work on that team defense to mask up those holes.
Right.
So,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, so I'm cool if a guy is not that good on defense. Like, guys is beating up on Cam Thomas. Oh my God, he can't guard this person. And when they switch off, what you want to do? He like 6'2", 6'3". He's not that big. He's getting switched off on fucking Jalen Green and Jason Tatum, and you fucking mad that he can't fucking stop them 9 out of the 10 times he's fucking switched off on them? Like,
nobody in the fucking league can stop them anyway.
He's not gonna grow. He's not gonna grow fucking 4 inches and gain fucking 20 pounds. Like, come on, man.
You know what I say about that shit, Joey? Sometimes, like, bro, if you talk that bad about a player, I'm gonna ask you, can you go out there and guard? Because I'm pretty sure if you had to guard JT or anybody on the like Cam, you know what I'm saying? If you was Cam and you was put 1-on-1, you're getting toasted. You know what I'm saying? So just because you're in the NBA doesn't mean that you should be able to guard such player. It's not possible because Cam does the same thing to them. They might have better defense than Cam, but he still cooks people with good defense. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
You got to understand it.
Yeah, you're not averaging 26 or 27 just on Cam Thomas. You averaging 27 against everybody in the league. So all this shit about, he's a defensive specialist. Listen, a specialist can get burnt. They get burnt all the time. It's just that we're in the philosophy of defense. It's being in a position where you need to be. To slow them down. You are not going to stop them.
So hold on, just kind of segueing it to Mikal Bridges, because his reputation is supposed to be known for defense, and he just got the super duper bag from the Knicks. And I just wanted to know what y'all thought about it, because I wanted to John is on the panel. Shout out to John. We could start with John first, and then we're gonna talk about Luka too. Luka got a contract too. So, John, talk to us, man. What you think about Macau getting that? And I'm not saying he the anchor on defense, but they definitely part of that 150 mil got to be because of availability. 149 million is availability. Now I'm playing.
that and free
You know?
cardio. That and free cardio. No, but great to be here, Breeze. Everybody was following me on Twitter. It's Everything BKNH John. You know I'm heavy on Twitter. Just did a show with Sky and Ice. I just put the video up, so definitely check it out. It was a great discussion. But yeah, listen, Jalen Brunson taking a pay cut for his Villanova buddy Mikal might be one of the worst financial decisions a guy can make because he literally gave you nothing last year besides 2 blocks against Boston. He is an average defender with no all-star accolades. He was getting cooked by everybody. Darius Garland, Tyrese Halliburton. I think he got cooked by Jordan Poole at one point. Like, Bridges is just not that same guy he was in the Suns. And I think part of it's attributed to the fact this guy has played every single game in his whole career. He's never had a day off, and your body at a certain point starts breaking down a little bit. Mikal is definitely not the guy he used to be. So the fact he got $150 million, which is like, what, $37 million a season, is outrageous. And he took only $6 million discount. Like, I think the Knicks right now are financially committed to that core of Brunson, OG, Towns, Hart, and Mikal, where you got to win this year. There's no excuses for the Knicks not being Eastern Conference Finals in a really weak conference. If they get anywhere else but Eastern Conference Finals or the Finals, this is one of the biggest botches in NBA history because you gave a guy money when you were holding out hope for a Giannis trade. Now you can put that to bed because there is no Giannis coming to the Knicks right now unless they do a trade at next year's deadline before Bridges' extension kicks in. So I think the Knicks.
Hold on.
I think the Knicks.
I just want to say this one thing. I'm not sure they would have beat Detroit if Beasley wasn't cheating. Maybe Beasley was cheating, man, because he had a real bad shooting game in the playoffs. And I'm just like, and I remember that game because I put him on my parlay. And, I say, this guy not going to let me down. And he did. And I can't believe how many 3-pointers he missed. But I say that not to cut John off, but to say that they're not running away with the East. If they could get somebody that can help Cade Cunningham in that backcourt, bro, they're gonna be all right. They should just bring Ivy back, bro. Like all of this Cam Thomas trade and all of that, stop it. Keep Ivy, and they could have beat the Knicks with Ivy and Cade Cunningham in the backcourt last season. That's what I'm saying.
No, I definitely agree with you, Breeze. And I think Detroit, they gave them a run for the money. If the referees weren't giving the Knicks all those damn calls, like in that third or fourth game in Detroit where they missed the 3-point foul call, I think Pistons could have pulled off one of the biggest upsets ever because nobody's scared of the Knicks. When you have Browns and you have Towns and Brunson, 2 defensive liabilities, and OG and Mikal are supposed to be your big main defenders, you have no balance in that team. So I think teams like the Magic got better, teams like the Hawks might have gotten better, and I still think the Cavs are probably their biggest threat right now. I think nobody is scared of the Knicks as far as what they could do defensively because they were supposed to be one of the top defensive teams last year, but in the playoffs, they're one of the worst defensive ratings. So I definitely don't think the Knicks are going to run away with this unless the main core 5 is healthy. And I think that Mikal extension is going to bite them in the butt because we have 4 of their picks till 2031. So if the Knicks don't have a championship this year or next year, I feel great about where we're at with those picks. So I think that was a huge misfire by the Knicks. It'll be interesting to see if they do somehow surpass expectations or they don't. And if they don't, as a Brooklyn Nets fan, as bad as our situation is right now, we still have control of their future to 2031. So I definitely think the Knicks screwed up this financial situation with Bridges, and I can't wait to see it unravel when it does, man.
Come here when it do so we could celebrate.
That definitely will, man.
Hold on. Joey BK, talk to us, man. What you think about Mikal getting the bag, man? All right, we're going to come back to Joey. Scott, what you
I'm
think
here.
about...
My bad.
all right, go ahead, Joey.
I mean, I think it's an overpay. I don't know if they think they can be able to move that contract later on down the line. Hopefully he's playing up to that to the level of that contract, because if he's not, it's going to be hard for them to move that. I don't know, man. Listen, I'm not trying to talk shit too much. I mean, I don't give a shit about the Knicks, but I don't want to talk shit and then Bridges turn into KD Light next year, and then it is what it is. I don't think it's going to work, but we just got to wait and see how it plays out.
Well, Nets fans ain't trying to give Mikal Bridges no good karma.
I ain't trying to give him no good karma either, but I ain't trying to say this is going to happen and hate on the dude, then the opposite happen. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
That's
I don't
reverse.
wish the dude no well.
That's reverse karma right there.
Facts. I'm just sit back and calmly wait, and then
Wait,
after he fall on his face, if he
then you
fall on his
got
face,
something
then
to
I'm gonna
say.
talk shit.
No doubt. Yeah, Ice, what you got on this, Ice?
I think he got the contract that he got. You know what I'm saying? The dude to I don't think people understand to be like a third or fourth option. The dude still averaged 18 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and shot 50% from the field. At times, Bridges be looking bad, but when you go to his numbers, the numbers is straight. You know what I'm saying? So I think he got a contract that either he deserved or they thought that he deserved. You know what I'm saying? Probably what they thought he deserved for helping them out the way that he did. You know what I'm saying? And some
Right.
fans feel like he is the reason why they beat certain teams in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Not Brunson, you know what I'm saying? Even though they know Brunson and Cat is, but they felt like he did something for them in the playoffs. So I think it's fine for him. You know what I'm saying? We like Joey said, I'm not a Knicks fan, so they do what they do over there. But I think 18 points and four assists and 50% from the field, that's tough. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
tough.
that is tough.
Okay. All right. So hold on. Everybody spoke on it. King Ribby looked like he got something to say. Say what yourself your shit, King Ribby. But did we all finish talking about Mikal Bridges? Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
did.
yeah.
We done.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So this time we're gonna start with Ice since he went last. But what you think about Luka getting that bag from the Lakers, man? Talk to us.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I have fans on TikTok talking about he was going to sign back, no problem. They give him a big bag. Luka slimmed down. He slimmed down a lot. So I think he's finna put in some work this season. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Lakers think he gonna put in work. So they gave him that money. You know what I'm saying? They thought he was worth it. They traded for him, and he gonna be they. I guess he is the number one guy on their team. So you know what I mean? It is what it is with him. You know what I'm saying? Just hopefully he can improve on his sliding his feet a little bit more with that weight off and not be so tired and looking all. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? He that guy.
All right, hold on. Just so we could get more backstory to it, I'm gonna let y'all hear what Shams had to say, then we can react to it in a better way.
We have breaking news into Sports Center. Senior NBA insider Shams Charania joining us now. Shams, what can you tell us?
Jay, Luka Doncic, the All-NBA star for the Lakers, has signed a 3-year, $165 million max contract extension. He was set to be a free agent next offseason, but he commits to a 3-year extension now. And this is 6 months to the day that he was traded in February to the Lakers in arguably the most stunning sports deal ever. And this is a massive change for Luka Doncic. Being in Los Angeles has been an emotional last 6 months, but he commits now to the Lakers through the next 3 years with Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, the new owner, Mark Walter. They built a close rapport with Luka Doncic and his inner circle to get him to commit here. And now Luka Doncic, he's going to be the face of this Lakers organization moving forward. When they acquired him in that trade, they wanted him to be the face for the next decade. And already this offseason, I'm told he's recruited Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton to the Lakers. And most importantly, Jay, about the money as well. In that trade, he lost out on a Supermax contract with the Mavericks this offseason. But in 2028, he's going to have a player option in that deal. He can opt out of the deal and sign a projected 5-year, $417 million contract that would then allow him to recoup all the money that he lost in that Supermax that he missed out on this offseason. So Luka Doncic is committed to the Lakers, 3 years, $165 million today.
What I will say is this: that money don't replace Luka's soul, man. Luka had his heart and soul with the Mavericks. Now that it's on the Lakers, it's all business. Yeah, he lost the weight and he motivated. I respect his professionalism.
Yeah.
But it's more will of a professionalism than love of the game.
Yeah.
I still don't like Luka. I still don't like Luka on the Lakers. I don't like it. I know Luka Lakers. It sound good together, but it don't. Excuse me, it don't. But so I'm just saying I don't like it. I don't like Luka on the Lakers. I don't like it. Scott, but what you got on this, Scott?
Yeah, he's gonna recoup that money. They're gonna end up paying him anyway again. So yeah, he as long as he come in with the right weight and stuff and play the game, he's gonna sell a lot of jerseys, man. He's gonna sell a lot of jerseys. So Luka, or he can be, 3 years from now decide to look somewhere else. But yeah, I'm glad he got his little money, so he's okay. The Lakers ain't going nowhere.
Right, for
Lakers
real.
ain't going nowhere. They're gonna be right there paying him, and he's gonna be the show. There's other teams in the West that's gonna be hard for them to beat. So good
All
luck.
right, shout to Scott. Ice, what you got on this, Ice?
I already said what I said about Luka. John or Joey?
I could go.
Oh,
I'll go real quick.
Go ahead, John.
I don't know. This tells me. I mean, I think Luka deserved a bag, man. Like, it's Luka, bro, and he looks like he put the work in the offseason to get his body right. He looked like he's dedicated, and I just think this is a transition period to where the Lakers are off LeBron, and Luka's the guy now. Like, I don't know. I think Luka. This is them telling, hey, that Luka is the future. He is the face of the Los Angeles Lakers.
All right, John, what you got on this, John?
Listen, I first we got to look at the crazy physical transformation of Luka. I didn't know taking Ozempic, lifting some weights, can make you look like Superman in 3 months. Might have to try that out. But shout out to Luka, man. I mean, he's in the best shape of his life, looking like right now. He just got paid a new extension, and after that extension, he could get $417 million. Listen, I agree, Breeze. It was an unfortunate situation the way Dallas management backstabbed Luka in the heart and in the back, but looking at Luka right now, he's now a made man for life, and now he's a franchise guy on his historic team. And the thing to think about is all the contracts coming off the books for the Lakers. I think they could have over $54 million next year in cap space. So, is there maybe a potential B star, second star player in next year's free agency they could play with Luka? Maybe, or they could put great depth pieces around Luka. The way it's looking, it seems Luka has no problem being the number one captain by himself because he recruited DeAndre Ayton, he recruited Marcus Smart. So it seems like Luka is ready to be the franchise guy of the Lakers and maybe not even get his second star. Maybe he just needs good depth around him. So I think for the Lakers, they're in a good position. I don't know if they're going to be a championship team next 2-3 years, but they're definitely going to have the cap space to build around Luka going forward. And he's a made man. I really think Dallas screwed this up. I don't think Dallas's window is that big. I think if Kyrie and Davis can't get it together this year or next year, they're going to break that shit up quickly. The only consolation prize they have Cooper Flag, but I never think Luka won this whole thing, this war with Dallas in the long term. He's now a made man financially, and he's got the approval from the team to lead him going forward. So shout out to Luka, and glad that he's in shape. And I hope he busts ass this year and proves to the Dallas that they made one of the biggest trade mistakes in NBA history potentially.
Can I say this real quick? So even
Yeah.
though Luka was the main piece, the main guy that got moved in that trade, right? When you still look at both teams and compare Dallas's roster to the Lakers roster, Dallas is still better to win now. They're built to win right now based off of their roster. The Lakers, they in no man's land. Like they might they on a, I don't even want to say a rebuild or retool. You know what I mean? Is that the word they use? The other one, retool. They in a retool right now. Yeah, they got Luka, but you got an aging LeBron, and you got a weak ass roster. Like you got really no clear third option. That was going between what's the boy name?
Reeves.
Yeah, Reeves and the kid they got from Washington from time to time, and they was like hit or miss. And then the rest of the roster was trash. So when you look at Dallas, even though they don't have the biggest superstar between the two teams, they have the most stacked team. They have Cooper Flag, they have Anthony Davis, they got Kyrie Irving, they still got PJ, they got Klay Thompson over there. So yeah, they don't have the biggest and most sexiest name between the two teams, but they have a better roster fit to win right now.
I want to agree with you, Joey. My thing is just about Dallas. It all comes down to health. You got to think about Davis and Kyrie. They're both already in their early, almost to mid 30s. Anthony Davis is the glass man. Like him, if he's not healthy, I don't care how much better talent they have than the Lakers. If Davis isn't healthy, don't matter what Kyrie does, no matter what Cooper does. It only depends on Davis being healthy. And Kyrie's going to be out this year. I don't even know if he's coming back this season. He said he's not in an eager rush to come back. And you know what Kyrie Irving's set in his ways. So really, I think next year really is their last chance to really compete now, win now. But I just don't see with Dallas because of the health and Klay Thompson as well. He's getting up there in age. I agree with you, though, that their roster is more fit to win now. But if Davis isn't healthy, I don't see Dallas winning. And I think their window is 2 to 3 more years, and they just got to break the whole thing up. The only good thing is you have Cooper Flag to rebuild, retool around when you have to pull the trigger. The good thing about the Lakers situation is they're going to have over $54 million in cap space next year to at least build depth around Luka going forward. So they're not going to be worried about their financial assets. And they still have those Lakers picks that they can use to trade for a big man, maybe a Kessler Walker that they've been interested in for a long time. So, yeah, I agree with you. Lakers aren't in the better position than Dallas, but I think long-term wise, they're in a better position to get pieces around Luka than Dallas right now.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything you said. I agree with that. I agree with everything
Yeah,
you said.
I just don't like it. I just think that they tried to make the business of basketball bigger than basketball. You strip the soul out of the fans. Like y'all don't think that matters. Like the core of what the Mavericks was. I mean, once he got the nod from Dirk, I say, yo, he got to retire Mav. And for the span of time that he was there, he was successful as a player. You know, there's a lot of players that's not immediately successful winning a championship. I mean, Kyrie is one of like few examples, and that's because of LeBron. You know, there's not a lot of rookies that get drafted in the lottery that win in their first 4 years on their first 4 year contract, rookie scale contract. I could think and I'll look. I think Magic Johnson, Kyrie Irving, but Kawhi Leonard. Who else won on a rookie scale contract, bro?
Did Isaiah Thomas?
Maybe
Isaiah Thomas.
I'm gonna check right now, yeah.
He probably did.
Larry
so
Bird.
we name it. We name it like a handful of players. That's it. It's hard to win in that rookie scale contract, and they put Cooper Flag in a situation where he could win, but it's still they like put him in a forget player development. We got you competing for a championship. That's how y'all feel about that? Y'all
Not
like
really,
that for
because
number one pick?
Cooper's in a good space right now, because you know what? If shit hits the fan, no one is going to blame or point the finger at him, because he's not the guy. You got like 3 or 4 fucking other stars over there, and they're going to look at Kyrie Irving, AD, and Clay and all these other guys before they look at him. So now if he was on a team that was stripped down to the bolts and nuts and he was the guy, then yeah, all the attention's on him. But he gets to drift off into the shadows a little bit, even though he is, was the number one pick. Nobody's going to really put anything bad on him or throw any darts at him if they don't win the championship. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, the leaders of this team is Kyrie Irving and AD. You know what I mean?
I'm just waiting for
They're
Kyrie
the ones
Irving.
steering the ship.
I'm just waiting for Kyrie to self-destruct, man. It's going to happen. We all know, just by how Kyrie did his rant about us, you just know Kyrie Irving is going to come back to his former self-entitled self with his team if they don't win the next 2 years. It's only a matter of time. But I agree with Joey. Cooper Flag has nothing to really worry about. If they have to rebuild, he is their guy. So that's the only saving grace Dallas has, is that they got fortunate. They made a deal with Adam Silver to get Cooper Flag. So yeah, if this fails, it's not the end of the world for Dallas.
He's going to be the face of the team, whether they fail or not. They're going to pivot to him.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So if they're like, yo, if Cooper come in and he make a immediate impact, that's great. But if he doesn't, it is what it is. It's cool. You know what I mean? We'll give him a little bit more time. We still got Kyrie, KD, Clay, PJ, and all these other guys here. You know what I'm saying? And bring them along. So they're not really he don't really got too much pressure on him. You know, I don't think he does.
Right here. It's a short list. Kevin McHale. These are who won the NBA championship in their rookie year. I was looking for the rookie scale contract within their first 4 years, but this is who won in their rookie year. You got Kevin McHale, Jamal Wilkes. I don't know who that is. Irvin Magic Johnson, Robert Ory, John Sally. These, look, it's 5 players, bro, that won
Wow.
as rookies. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying, as y'all said, that's not necessarily going to have pressure on Cooper. That's more the onus on the vets and AD and Kyrie. I agree. I'm just saying with the new CBA rule, I think they want to see that. You know what I'm saying? They want to see, like, for instance, the twins, the Thompson twins. They want to see both of them. They both in competitive in a competitive situation right now, and even Wemby. They trying to make Wemby competitive situation before that rookie scale contract run out. They in those first 4 years, they trying to compete with those top lottery talent, and they're right for doing that. They're right for doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah, they definitely trying to push Wemby ahead of the line. They want to make Wemby the face of the league as soon as possible, and the league is going to make sure that the Spurs get get what they need. For real, for real. We seen it in the draft. We seen it with the trades. Like they trying to put some pieces around Wemby for sure. They're trying to expedite that process. They don't want to just be wasting his year with Wemby just losing in the league. They want to get him in the playoffs, and they want him hopefully winning the championship so they can make him the face of the league.
yeah, because you're gonna have to pay him, and you're gonna pay him. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pay him. You're not gonna trade him. You're gonna give him the extension that he's asking for. You know what I
But
mean?
Breezy, when you look at that list, you gotta understand most of those guys went to great fucking teams. I mean, come on, Kevin McHale went to the Boston Celtics. They're like fucking legendary. John Sally went to the Detroit Pistons, who also legendary. Like these were teams that were already built to win and already at the top of the league. So they just fell in a very, very unique situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just trying to contrast that to Cooper flag, but maybe it was a stretch. Brooklyn LM on the panel with us, man. What up, LM? I know you hear something about the Spurs, man. You got a take on this?
I mean, I don't know. Like it's for me, I think for what's going on, I don't think it's straight up going to be like Wemby as the face of the league. Like I think it's going to be multiple people. Like you got Ant, you got uh Paulo, you got K coming up. Like you got all these multiple players that I think is just going to break out. I don't think it will be any one person. Luca is still, Luca's still Luca. He's still young. Um, well, I'm sure. I mean, look who's coming into the league next year: AJ DeBosta, Cameron Boozer, Darren Peterson. Like, I don't think there's going to be a plethora of talent coming in the next few years where they might try to put it toward anybody, especially somebody that's American. Um, so I really don't know. I think it could be Wimby. I think he'll be one of the faces, but
He going into his third season, right, Brooklyn?
yeah, I think this is his third year. I believe so.
What kind of numbers you expect from Wemby?
Barring health, probably. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. He could very well he could be an MVP vote next the third year. I'm probably 26, 10, and 5. I don't know. That's probably what I would assume for him. Like, I don't think he's gonna have no Shea Gilgis Alexander year, but I think he'll be probably around that mark. I don't know about them. They probably, I don't know, even still, like with Houston upgrades, like the West is kind of deep. Like I don't know if they a top 5 seed, top 6 seed, but I think he'll have I think he'll have a breakout year, barring health. If you don't get injured or the blood clots act up or whatever, I think he'll have like a similar year. Well, he'll have the year that
Man,
he
that
was
dude,
having in December.
bruh, he went to
Like
the monks. Those monks healed that blood clot with sound frequency, man. They destroyed those blood clots, man.
Yo,
he should come into he should be. I mean, he's like for the young players in the league, like he's really the one person that really I think he's gonna have like he ain't gonna be in no scandals. He ain't gonna like he really like he's the only person I feel as one of the young guys that's really gonna be like have a Tim Duncan career where it's just like he just play ball and stay out the way. Like this is somebody who reads at 9 p.m. and then go to bed. Like he wrote a book to the All-Star game. Like before, like he reads books before playing. Like he's just different in terms of his mentality, bro. Like you talking about a guy that has that Kobe mentality in the at 7'4" that plays like a guard that pretty much can do almost everything all around. Like when you see him play, he hungry, bro. Like it's rare that we seen. I mean, this is the same dude that was upset at Anthony Edwards for freaking shooting with his left and playing around at the All-Star game. He really wanted to win that shit. Like it's rare you see players come into the league with that mentality of just greatness. Like I wanna be great. You know what I'm saying? So they are surrounding him with that. And Carter Bryant looked like he gonna be one of them ones. You got Dylan Harper, even though I don't think Dylan should be on San Antonio. But that's just my 2 cents. But I mean,
What you mean he shouldn't
I
be on there? Where should he be if he shouldn't be there?
he should be on the Nets. That's where he should be.
Right.
He
That's a
should be
fact.
on Brooklyn. What you mean? Like we
Real
definitely should
talk.
have Dylan Harper on this team. Like nigga, we
He
had
went to
Dylan on this team.
Rocket.
Yeah. Like had the whole shebang. Dylan should definitely be on this team. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain, but one of those top 3 players should be on Brooklyn. I'm just saying, but um, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know who's gonna win. I think realistically, because I think Joey said Wemby they're trying to let Wemby get one before championship, but I think Ant can get there before Wemby. I'm not even gonna lie. I know Shea won one already, but I think Ant can get a chip before Wemby. I'm not sure, but I feel like he'll be the more closer to getting the championship before the Spurs do. But I mean, they
But yo,
OKC locked up their young talent, so I don't know. OKC might be the head honcho for a minute.
everybody keeps saying that Ant-Man not saying if he don't win with the Wolves. I just don't see the Wolves being. They gotta let Rob Dillingham do his thing, bro. They could have really been competitive, giving him minutes in the playoffs, man. They gave a lot of minutes to Conley, bro. So I don't know,
Yeah, they
man.
gotta
I
let
don't know.
him. They gotta let him develop. They
no,
gotta give him
Yeah,
some development.
that's the problem when you run into sometimes when you're a low pick and you got a nice game and you end up in the G, and then when it's time to play, they say
bro.
you're not
Hold
ready.
on, hold on,
And,
hold on. Wasn't
and
he the
you,
ninth
and
pick? Was he a lottery pick?
was Rob a lottery
Well,
pick?
Yeah.
The Spurs drafted him, but they traded him to Minnesota.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
technically, he was
but
the 8th pick. But
he's the A pick, not
yeah,
ready, too small. You know what I'm saying? G
yeah,
League.
yep, they gonna do that. 6'3", you know what I'm saying? Doesn't I feel like if he was like a Davion Mitchell type defender, I feel like they would play him more. Like I just feel like he got to improve on the defensive end and on the playmaking side. But dude's a speed demon and a bona fide scorer though. He can get a bucket. I mean, I just feel like you would do your best to develop that. Him alongside Ant in the backcourt, I feel like could be valid. But Conley got the IQ, he got the expertise, he got the experience. They just gonna do that and play these players over. You know,
He's
Bob
just too
Dylan
small.
him. Yeah,
He's just too small. That's what it is. He weigh like 155 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
pretty
Like he's
much.
just too small.
Pretty much. I think the West next year though
So
is
you're
gonna be a
saying
dogfight.
he gotta get his weight up.
Yeah, he gotta put some weight on
Yeah,
though.
the West
At
is gonna
least
be
get to
tough,
like
bro.
210. Yeah, the
Yeah,
West is gonna
he
be
can
tough. It's really gonna be tough.
he
For
can
real.
he can hoop, but he's just small and he's not ready. That's why they put him in the G. But it don't look like he got any bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like he got to put on weight and like he said, I'm saying he got to play some defense. You know what I'm saying? Like he got to be able to defend better than what he does. Because offensively, he's skilled. He got all the moves to get by people. You know what I'm saying? Got a bag and all that. But you know what I'm saying? End of the day, that don't matter. You can't do nothing else neither. You know what I'm saying? Do what the team needs you to do. He might end up back in the G again.
Maybe.
Do y'all think the
But see,
rookies
that's what I'm
is
saying. No, go ahead.
do y'all think because I'm hearing the rookies, our rookies, they should start off in Long Island for the season. Do y'all believe that or do y'all think they should
Hey,
play
bro, if they start
play
up,
the regular
nah,
season?
bro, you gotta start Diego, bro.
You
Yo,
gotta
I want to
start
see him get
Jaeger.
his.
Yeah.
He gotta get his bumps and bruises. He gotta learn, bro. You can't
Mm-hmm.
pacify these players, bro. Like you getting all of this international talent and saying it's okay. You just go to the G League and play with lesser talent. We did all of this. I recapped all those losses for that. Man, hellfire.
Yo,
Yeah, he gotta
Nah, our
play.
eighth pick should be starting though. Our eighth pick should definitely be starting. I understand the Long Island experience, but I definitely think Diego should at least be starting. If you want to send Ben Sarai,
Send Ben
cool.
Sarai, man.
But
Send Ben
I think
Sarai.
Drake Powell should be getting minutes too. He don't got to start because I think they bring in Cam Thomas is going to be back, but
Yeah, he's
I
gonna
think
be back.
Drake Powell should definitely be starting. Playing behind Cam Thomas. Like when
I
Cam
read
Thomas
some.
come out, I think he'd be the backup two guard for sure. For
Hey
sure.
guys, I read somewhere it said that Agor is look like Agor gonna start.
I was a hope so. He the best pass on the team. We need
I
somebody
posted
to get in the offense.
that on Twitter. It said that he made they think he's the one that is going to start. I think everybody else might end up. Even Drake might end up in the G. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah,
rest,
I
the
Drake
think
could
other
so
end up
four,
too.
in the G. Drake could
like
end up in the
yeah,
G League. But the
yeah,
thing
the
with
rest of
that,
them.
Ice, is I think Drake is better than Tariq Whitehead, respectfully. So
Yes,
it's
I do
like
too. I
I
do
don't
too.
know if I want Drake in the G. I feel like you should just throw him in there and see what he can do. Like, but I know Tariq Whitehead got to get his burn too. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know how that's gonna correlate. And then you got Terrence Mann. Like, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna make that work.
No, the
I
But
G
know one
League is
thing.
not bad. The G League is not a bad thing. If they play good in the G, is nothing but a call up. You know what I'm saying? That's all they got. They got
I
to show
know
out. If they
I
don't
know
show
one
out, then
thing.
that gives them time to learn. Go
I know
ahead,
one
sir.
thing. There's gonna be somebody in the G League. That's
Hey
for
man, look
sure.
at Scoop, man.
yeah,
Scoop was the number 2 pick. He had to go to the G, man.
Yeah, you're not
For
ready.
sure.
Ain't nothing wrong with not being ready. I think Danny might end up in the G too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Reed Shepard
yeah.
was in the G League too.
Danny might end
Yeah.
up in. Jaguar
To
might be
me,
Yo,
the
I
only
think Reed
one.
Shepard was different though. Reed Shepard, like that guard situation over there was heavy. I ain't gonna hold like there was really no space for him.
Yo,
Like
can
hey,
I
hold
he
on,
had
Ice.
no choice to
did
go to the
y'all
G
talk
League.
about this
Hold on,
new kid? What do y'all know about the new kid the Nets just signed? Do y'all know? I don't know too
Council,
much
yeah,
about him.
Ricky Council.
Yeah.
he athletic, get to the basket.
G
Nah, he
leaguer.
nice. He's nice though. Like he athletic he might if he getting minutes, he might have a poster this season on somebody. I don't know who. But we might get a poster with Ricky Council. He nice. He can shoot, get to the mid range, shoot the three well. And he young. He only like what, 23,
Yeah,
20,
he's
22?
20,
23.
Yeah, so they going with the youth movement with this team. We might be the youngest team in the NBA,
Yeah.
or one of them.
2 years in the league.
He was in the G League last year for us. You know what I'm saying? He was in the G League last year. He was on Philly before, but he stayed in the G last year. I'm not sure if he got a call up, but he got game. He's not consistent, you know what I'm saying? And he don't shoot that well like that. He can catch fire some games, but he still might end up in the G too.
He's athletic though.
I heard we got to cut some people off the roster because we have too many people.
Yeah.
Three people got to go.
Somebody
Tariq Whitehead, Jalen Wilson.
Three people, yo. 3 people.
We need to see some Tariq Whitehead minutes this game, man. This season, we need some Tariq Whitehead minutes. I'm not even gonna lie.
We got to see.
It's about time.
Yeah. He got to show improve. He got to show. He got to
show some improvement.
Something.
I think his clock is ticking, man.
Yes, it is.
If he don't show nothing this year, he might be out the league. Real right.
You don't hear it?
Yep. Yeah. This is only. You know what I'm saying? How long he's been? Two. This is a third year.
Third year. This is third year.
Yeah. If he can't recover, from the injury, he gonna be short, man. If he can't recover, it's gonna be sad for him if he can't recover from his injury.
It's gonna be sad because nobody's gonna pick him up because they ain't seen nothing.
He could stay in the G League though. He'll be in the G League.
Yeah, he can get that.
He wanted to be in the G so he can get his legs back.
Lead the G League to the finals.
Yeah, get a job.
Yeah, he knew he wasn't ready though, so at least he know what's going on with him, and he wanted to stay down there. I don't know if he wants to stay down there again this year, but until he get his legs back, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He's just gonna look bad.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think Tyrese, no offense, Keon and Jalen Wilson might have to get cut. The only reason why I say that is because realistically, I want to make some space for Drake Powell to get minutes. Like I out of all the rookies we got, I think he has the most potential to be the best.
So who would you cut? Who would you cut?
I'll say Tyrese Martin, Wilson, and Keon, just because they not on non-guaranteed contracts. So, I mean,
so I heard the Nets as of right now, the Nets got 19 players on their roster. They got cut.
Yep, we got to cut it to 15. I think
3.
Yep,
they got cut 3.
Yeah,
no, I'm serious though. I'm not gonna lie, man. Tyrese Martin, man, or Keon Johnson.
I'm good with Keon going. I don't mean no harm, bro.
Nah,
like,
you got cut
situation.
It's 3 though.
What
3
about
of them
Timmy?
got to go.
You willing to keep? You want to keep Timmy?
See, that's my thinking is.
I'm keeping Timmy. Yep.
But
we need minutes for Wolf.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. My thinking is Keon and Timmy is going to be out because you got Wolf and you got Drake. Now, Martin is a maybe. He might be out too, but it all depends. I don't think you got somebody like if you saying Sarai is for Martin, would take Martin. I highly doubt that right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it.
I'd rather Timmy go because I don't mind our 3 centers being Wolf, Clax, and Dayron. Like if that's gonna be the rotation, I'm cool with that. Even if you're gonna switch Wolf at the 4, even though I don't want to play the 4, but even if you're gonna put him there sometimes, cool. But he's clearly the most skilled out of the bigs that we got. No offense to Claxton, and no offense to Dayron, but I mean,
as far as him having a touch for the game, a feel for the game, absolutely.
Yeah, so I would want to see that this season. And he might be a fan favorite. Like some niggas might be getting Wolf jerseys this season. I'm just saying, like, and the Cougars is coming back. You know, so you know that might be a jersey, that might be a fan favorite, but I want Wolf to get minutes this season. So, I mean, if you got to cut Timmy, it is what it is. I'm sorry, but
the only one I don't care about getting minutes is Saraf. I think he need to go straight to the G League, man. Sorry, so he is.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Sarab,
ready.
I'm okay with Sarab going to the G League. Because Nolan needs to be. I feel like Nolan needs to be coming off the bench.
Oh well,
If you're gonna start
he's getting
Yegor, Nolan need to come off the bench
when
sometime.
they play Jerusalem, he's gonna get busy.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Listen. I wanna say this, bro. Right? We gotta play fucking Morocco for him to get busy.
He's gonna
Listen,
get
when
busy on Jerusalem. I'm telling you, watch.
right, he said Jerusalem. Yeah, I tried to find something funnier than Jerusalem, but Jerusalem is hilarious, bro. I can't lie, bro. Yeah, and my thing is, I looked at his stats, bro. He wasn't no hooper. He was not good, man. In that league, you 6'5", and that's all you doing. Dude
That's
look
what I'm
like a grown
saying.
man. He should be playing like a grown man, man. That nigga look like a
Nobody's
grown man.
like I heard people say he was like the Israeli D-Lo. I'm like, bro, come on, son.
Okay,
Like
we'll see.
I
We'll
I don't
see.
know.
Israeli
But
what?
Israeli D-Lo, D'Angelo
Israeli
Russell.
D-Lo. That's what they call him.
I've seen that too.
Yeah, like that's what they was calling him. But me personally, I don't mind if you send him to the rookie's getting minutes, if it's Sarah from the G League, if it's Yegor, Nolan, Drake, and Wolf, I'm okay with. If you can find a way to mesh those people in the rotation, I'm good. But like I just feel like that Saraf is just the out of place pick. Like even if you're gonna go Nolan, all right, you got 2 point guards right there. Go for a wing. Do something. But
But why would
he
you
was
want?
just the out of place pick for me.
But why would
Right.
they call him D-Lo?
Cause he a lefty and he kind of got
okay.
that.
All right.
Yeah, he a lefty and he kind of got that
Right.
mid range game to him. But
Well, why would I want an imitation when we had him?
I don't know. Where D-Lo at Dallas now?
Why everybody don't like Ben Saraf, man? What's going on,
I
man?
mean, no, it's nothing wrong with him. I just can't figure out his game.
That's me too, but also it's just for me is the meshing of all three of them. Like
Right.
me, Yegor is fine, cool.
Yeah.
Nolan is fine, cool.
Right.
You got 2 point guards, you fine right there.
You good. You should be good.
Saraf don't make sense. Like
Yeah, it
as
don't
a collector, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't
Like
know
I'm not
why
saying
they
he not gonna ball out. Like he a net, so I'll support either way. But just for me, it just doesn't make sense as a collective to go
see where
Saraf.
he belongs. You don't know
Right.
where he belongs.
Like, there's way too many guards, bro. You got Keon, you got Nolan, you got Cam, you got Yegor, you got Drake. Like, so if I'm cutting anybody out the collective, I'm gonna go
It's him.
Saraf.
Yeah, because Keon is, even though Keon is gifted. You could tell he's athletic. So
right,
you don't know. Keon could have one game that can be like explosive. His whole career.
The problem with that is, right, when you draft Nolan and you got Keon and you got Drake, that leaves him out. You know what I'm saying? That leaves him out.
Exactly.
He's a two. They use him as a 2 guard, but he's like a combo type guard. But when you got those 2 already, you kind of don't need Keon. And the same thing for Timmy, right? And I say maybe for Martin because it's only Martin, Jalen Wilson, and I don't even know who else is the fucking wings on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them's gonna be out.
Yeah. And even the wing issue, because I think our wings right now is Zaire, Jalen, I guess if you want to count Porter, we can.
Porter and
he's a wing.
I think Drake Powell's a true guard, so I'm not really counting him as a wing, but he can play. He can play it, but to me, I feel like he's best utilized as a 2, which is why I want him playing behind Cam Thomas when Cam Thomas goes out.
Can he shoot like that?
I think he shot like 38% from the 3-point line at UNC.
Yeah.
So he definitely can shoot that.
So Whitehead is out.
Could be.
You don't even
He could
consider.
be.
Yeah, you don't consider Whitehead when you talk about who's on the team because he be in the G. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm.
He could be. Derek
Uh,
could be the odd man out. If you want to stay in the G League, I mean, well, by all means, I think Drake Powell is by far talking about a guy that's 6'6" with like a 7-foot wingspan, like most athletic on the team. Like I can see some chase down Drake Powell blocks or some Drake Powell posters in the near future. Like,
He
and
could
then
give
we
you that
got
shit.
yeah,
He could give you that Shannon Brown block.
and he can you can high key put him on. I'm not gonna say put him on Giannis or nothing, but your best player, you can put him. He a lockdown defender to the T. You can put him on the offensive guy and have him struggling. Like we got arguably one of the best defenders in the draft, and then you got Nolan, who arguably is one of the fastest, probably the fastest player in the draft. Like I just feel like Yegor and Nolan is a way better fit than Yegor and Saraf. Like
Yeah, I
it's
agree with
I
that too. I agree. I agree with all y'all, man. I think Saraf is the odd man out when I look at when
yeah
you look at the landscape. But I don't know. We'll see how everybody gets utilized.
yeah. Like as because they're
Yo,
gonna have to make a
Breezy.
decision
Yo,
anyway.
Breezy.
Because
Yo, Breezy. Watch when I
Yo,
see
what up,
you on the
Shannon?
court. Watch when I see you on the court. Oh, my
What
bad.
you
A
gonna do?
Knicks fan has entered the panel. Watch when I see you on the court.
Oh,
It's over for
what's
you.
gonna happen?
You know what's
Over
gonna
for what?
happen. It's over
Well,
for
I
you.
don't know what's
It's
gonna
over
happen.
for you.
what?
Tell me what's
Watch when
gonna
I
happen.
see you on the court. Watch when I see you on the
What's
court.
gonna happen? Are you gonna see me
Watch.
on the
How we
court?
get
What's gonna
there?
happen?
Watch when I see you on the court, Breezy. Watch when I see you on the court,
We
Breezy.
we we play
Yo, like Beasley said, you
annual.
about to be twerking for me. All right? Like Beasley said, you
Pause.
about to be twerking.
That's hell
Yeah,
no.
I said that. Yeah, I said that.
Hell no.
Yeah, I said that. Why?
Hold on, I had to stop him real quick. My bad. I ain't twerking for no man.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I mean?
yo, messed up the whole conversation with that, bro. Like,
Yeah, see, that's why I don't be letting Knicks fans on the panel, man. He ain't been in here
Yo,
5 minutes.
what?
You talk about twerking for another man.
substitute teacher. You know what I mean? Got something out of
Yo,
here, bro.
all Nets fans that heard this, I am going to destroy this Knicks fan for coming up here saying that. Word, I'm gonna send him back with his knickerbocker foot in his ass for talking that shit.
Claude, why would you say that about Ben Saraf, man? Come on, y'all. You can't be out here saying that.
What'd he say?
He
I don't even
was
know
the
if I can
leading
say
scorer.
it.
He was the
Nah,
leading
yo,
scorer for the team.
Wow,
Yo,
yeah.
come on,
so
man.
yeah,
Yo, Claude
clown, you
Smith, I
bugging
just got
out.
monetized 2 days ago, man.
Now Ben, Ben was the leading scorer for the U18s when he played. He dropped like he was averaging 31
Yeah, he was balling out.
for
It's just I
U18.
just don't like him on this team, like for us, because of just the picks that we did. Like it just didn't make sense in that order. Like if you replace Saraf with like Bashir Fleming, like A1, good job. Like you did it. You did your
Okay, so
thing.
let me ask
Like
you this though. If let's just say hypothetically that does happen, right? We get Rasheer Fleming. Then how does that affect the roster with the wings and the other bigs and stuff we already have? Because it's going to be an
um
odd man out regardless. Like,
assuming we still make the trade for Michael Porter Jr., which I assume we still do. For
right.
me, my lineup would probably be if we got Fleming, I'm starting him at the 3, bro.
And you
Uh,
still
uh,
got Noah, Clowney.
Clowney gonna have to
Yeah.
come off the bench.
You still got Zaire Williams, who you just signed.
So
Come off
it,
the
it still
bench.
goes, it still goes down to the same people. Is Tyrese Martin, Jalen Williams,
Right.
and Derek, and those guys are the odd man out. You know what I'm saying? Those would be the
Yeah.
odd man.
Right. Get Derek. Derek gonna have to get cut. Jalen Wilson gonna have to get cut. Make space for Rasheer Fleming. And if my wings is Rasheer, Michael Porter Jr.,
Clowney.
and Clowney or whatever the case may
And
be. I'm
Zaire.
cool with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that's
cool
a
with
good
But
that.
I'm saying
lineup.
so basically what I'm saying is out of those four, somebody gonna be asked out on some minutes.
Yeah, that's
Let the
true.
best man win. You know what I mean? Let the best man win.
The
That's what
best
time.
man
Yeah,
win. Yeah,
that's how it made the best man win. Yeah,
yeah.
like
That's it.
that would have had to be. But if you have a lineup of Yegor, Cam Thomas, Rasheed Fleming, Michael Porter Jr., and Claxton, to me, that sounds good. All right, you got to defend. Rasheed can probably take on most of Cam Thomas matchups if you talking about him in the lineup. Like you got some athleticism, you got length, you got height, you got scoring in there. Rasheed Fleming, really good catch and shoot shooter as well. I think he shot 40% in college.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a win-win. But I don't know. You never know what Sean Marks and these guys is thinking in their mind. I don't know
I
what
don't
vision they
know,
have with
man.
this
Yo,
team.
hold on. I
Um,
want to say, Retro Switch. He said, why draft Danny Wolf when you have Drew Timmy? They're basically the same player, but Timmy is more polished. Don't understand next last two
What?
first-round
They're
picks.
definitely not. Stop it.
I think that I gotta see more Wolf game. Excuse me, and I can only hope Wolf is a better perimeter defender than Drew Timmy. But
Bro, Drew
first
Timmy
off,
don't got
That's
no
not
bag.
true at all.
Drew
and yeah,
Timmy
I
don't
think
got no bag like Danny Wolf. Stop it, man. Whoever said that.
I
Stop it,
don't
man.
know, man. I gotta see more. I thought Drew Timmy
Nah,
had
it's not even
elite.
close, Breeze. It's not even close, bro. And I like Timmy, but not over Wolf bag? Nah.
Bro.
Mm-mm.
No,
No,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
even
I don't
close.
know. I can't say that. I can't say that. Hold on. We got Easy on the panel right at the end of the show. I can't hold you. Yo, Easy, man. What's up, Easy?
Yo, this nigga always ending the fucking show the minute I pull up. Chat. This is crazy, my nigga. Just know what's going on here, my nigga. Every time I pull up, we gotta end this show. I gotta clip up the show.
That's a fact. You was on
Yo, Breeze, who's on some real shit? Who's the moderator? Because Claude is getting out. He's getting out of pocket with this racist rants he's doing in the chat, bro. We don't need to be talking about race or Pacific country and this and that and all that. This is basketball talk, bro. We don't need to go into
talking about
politics and all that.
ARs and all that. Like,
We
come
don't need to
on,
be
bro.
talking about world politics, Claude. Like, chill out.
Right, yeah, real talk, man.
Yeah,
And
we don't want to
again,
hear that shit.
yeah,
Yo,
do
real
y'all
quick to
not
that.
see? Do y'all not see what I got scrolling across?
Yo, real quick to that. I ain't gonna hold you, my nigga. This team look like it's playing politics. I'm not gonna lie to you. This owner looking like he about to be slumlord, my nigga. I don't think he. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you.
Y'all don't want Breezy to get paid.
I mean, look who we
Y'all
playing our
You
first
already
game,
get.
Easy.
Hold on.
Nah,
Look who we
don't
playing
want
our
me to
first
get
game,
paid,
Easy.
man.
Come on, man.
Who we
Look who we playing our Jerusalem.
Yeah, you see what's going on, my nigga.
That's right. Playing Jerusalem. Like I said.
But real talk, y'all know we
ending the
played
show
them
while
before.
I'm
Hold
still
on, y'all know we
monetized.
played them before, right? We played
Nah,
them.
we definitely did.
We played
But
them
I think it's
before.
different.
Yeah,
when